Hi guys, Miss Main here with today's story, The Stubborn Pumpkin. Yesterday I read a nonfiction book about how we grow pumpkins and how big they can get. So this one kind of ties into that one a little bit. The Stubborn Pumpkin, he's a big one. If you would like to take the AR quiz number, my hashtag got a little bit erased. The Stubborn Pumpkin, the quiz number is 41886. And it is a 2.4 reading level. All right, let's see what's going on with this stubborn pumpkin. Once there was a pumpkin. It was large. It was very large. The farmer was proud of his very large pumpkin. He was so proud of his pumpkin that sometimes he talked to it. "Pumpkin," he said, "grow, grow, grow, grow." And that is just what the pumpkin did. It grew and grew and grew. Look, it looks like he is just barely bigger than that pumpkin. And yesterday when we were talking about tendrils, that's the tendril, the curly little thing. Before long, it was time to pull that pumpkin off the vine. But the farmer could not pull it off. The farmer pulled and pulled, but he could not pull it off. Now the farmer had a wife named Belle. "Belle," he called, "come help me with this pumpkin." So Belle came running. Belle was big and strong. But she could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. So the farmer pulled the pumpkin, and his wife pulled the farmer. Together they pulled and pulled, but they could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. Now the farmer and his wife Belle had a daughter named Nell. And Nell was big and strong. "Nell," called Belle, "be a good girl. Come and help me with this pumpkin." So Nell came running. Nell pulled and pulled, but she could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. So her father pulled the pumpkin, and her mother pulled her father, and Nell pulled her mother, and together they pulled and pulled, but they could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. Now the farmer and his wife Belle and their daughter Nell had a cow named Fifi. And Fifi was big and strong. "Fifi," called Nell, "be a good cow. Come and help me with this pumpkin." So Fifi came running. Fifi pulled and pulled, but she could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. So the farmer pulled the pumpkin, and his wife pulled the farmer, and the daughter pulled the mother, and the cow pulled the daughter. And together they pulled and pulled, but they could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. Now the farmer and his wife Belle and their daughter Nell and their cow Fifi had a dog named Pup. And Pup was big and strong. "Pup," called Fifi, "be a good dog. Come and help me with this pumpkin." So Pup came running. Pup pulled and pulled, but he could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. So the farmer pulled the pumpkin, and his wife pulled the farmer, and the daughter pulled her mother, and the cow pulled the daughter, and the dog pulled the cow. And together they pulled and pulled, but they still could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. My goodness, what is it going to take? Now the farmer and his wife Belle and their daughter Nell and their cow Fifi and their dog Pup had a cat named Mop. And Mop was big and strong. Mop, called Pup, be a good cat. Come and help me with this pumpkin. So Mop came running. Mop pulled and pulled, but she could not pull the stubborn pumpkin off the vine. So the farmer pulled the pumpkin, and his wife pulled the farmer, and the daughter pulled the mother, and the cow pulled the daughter, and the dog pulled the cow, and the cat pulled the dog, and together they pulled and pulled and pulled, but they could not pull the stubborn pumpkin off the vine. Now the farmer and his wife Belle and their daughter Nell and their cow Fifi and their dog Pup and their cat Mop had a mouse. The mouse's name was Henry. Henry was not big, and he was not strong. Henry, called Mop, be a good mouse. Come and help me with this pumpkin. Well, if he's not strong, how is he gonna help? So Henry came running. Henry knew he could not pull that stubborn pumpkin off the vine. Look at him down there looking at that big old pumpkin. But he pulled and pulled anyway. Then he pulled and pulled again. Then he fell over, huffing and puffing. So the farmer pulled the pumpkin and his wife pulled the farmer. And the daughter pulled her mother and the cow pulled the daughter. And the dog pulled the cow, and the cat pulled the dog, and the mouse pulled the cat. And all together they pulled and pulled and pulled. Then they pulled and pulled again, and they did not give up until crack! The stubborn pumpkin popped off the vine. The farmer fell over, huffing and puffing, with the pumpkin in his arms, and his wife fell over with the farmer in her arms, and their daughter fell over with her mother in her arms. And the cow fell over, and the dog fell over, and the cat fell over, and the mouse fell over again. Whew, that took a lot of work. And they all stood up. Hooray, they all shouted. And all together they carried that stubborn pumpkin home. The end. Man, that is one stubborn pumpkin. So make sure you know who pulled who, because I think that's probably going to be some questions on the quiz. See you tomorrow.